Hey basketball guys, we have news. Let's go to more news from the Golden State Warriors, but before that, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and leave your. Jonathan Kuminga is increasingly moving away from the Warriors, and the player has great value in the league, and the Warriors could trade him for another great player. The Warriors are interested in Cameron Johnson and agree to trade Kuminga. This summer is a crucial one for the Golden State Warriors as they try to retool their roster into a championship contender once again. Of course, the Warriors looked like a title threat in the second half of the season after acquiring Jimmy Butler at the trade deadline, but they were unable to make it out of the second round of the playoffs after Stephen Curry suffered an injury. Now the Warriors will look to build around their aging trio of Curry, Butler, and Draymond Green this offseason to build a title-contending roster. One key decision the Warriors must make this summer is whether they want to bring back their young forward Jonathan Kuminga, who is a restricted free agent. Head coach Steve Kerr has said that he does not like the fit of Kuminga in the lineup next to Golden State's star trio, which was the reason that he benched him to begin the playoffs. Because of this, Kuminga's future in Golden State is now in question, and Clutch Point's Jed Pagaduan recently created a mock trade that would send him to the Brooklyn Nets. In the trade, Pagaduan has the Warriors sending Kuminga and a 2028 first-round pick to Brooklyn for Cameron Johnson. Johnson is one of the best shooters in the league, Pagaduan wrote. This past season, he shot 39% from deep on 7.2 attempts per game despite being the player to command the most defensive attention for the Brooklyn Nets. He also flashed a more advanced off-the-bounce game, which should then help him attack aggressive closeouts in the Warriors system. Johnson would fit well in Golden State as he would give the Warriors another much-needed three-point sharpshooter in their lineup next to Curry. The 29-year-old forward has also improved other parts of his game, especially on the defensive side, and he brings more of what the Warriors are looking for to their lineup rather than Kuminga, who would finally get a chance to have the ball in his hands at a large margin in Brooklyn. Warriors must avoid trade disaster conference rival are gearing up to make. This contract could become a real problem. In a usual scenario, Jrue Holiday would make for an excellent trade target for the Golden State Warriors, and specifically as an ideal backcourt teammate for Stephen Curry. As a proven veteran two-way guard who can play on or off the ball, Holiday makes sense for most teams from an on-court standpoint. However, in today's modern NBA with punitive tax aprons, his contract is becoming problematic for not only the Boston Celtics, but so too prospective teams who could trade for the 2X All-Star. The Mavericks are expected to explore a potential Jrue Holiday trade. Holiday still has over $100 million left on his contract, but that may not deter the Dallas Mavericks, who are seeking to explore an avenue to acquiring the 34-year-old, according to NBA insider Mark Stein on Monday. League sources say Dallas is expected to at least explore whether there are any feasible trade pathways to Boston's Jrue Holiday, complicated as that would likely be given the 3 years and $104 million still left on Holiday's contract, Stein wrote. Holiday makes sense for the Mavericks given the long-term injury to Kyrie Irving, but trading for the 6'5" guard also comes with the potential for disaster. Having shown some signs of decline and after averaging the least amount of points since his second season 15 years ago, do you really want to be paying Holiday over $37 million in 3 years when he's 37 years old? Boston's exorbitant payroll and the unfortunate torn Achilles for Jason Tatum means change is expected at the reigning champions this offseason, with Holiday and Kristaps Porzingis viewed as the most likely to depart in order to reduce salary. The Warriors have already been linked to Porzingis in recent weeks, and perhaps understandably so given their desire to add more size and shooting this offseason. The Latvian too is a risk given his lengthy injury history, but at least he's on an expiring deal you can get out of if needed. Given his contract situation, Golden State should have no interest in joining Dallas in the Holiday sweepstakes. He may be a more trusted and proven player than Brandon Podziemski right now, but demoting the young guard isn't worthwhile when you're talking about a near $30 million difference in salary for next season. The Warriors would be far better utilizing whatever package they'd give up for Holiday in a trade for a big man or some sort of front-court upgrade, and ideally for someone who's younger and closer to their prime. Warriors' Draymond Green reacts to Steve Kerr's honest statement. Draymond Green and the Golden State Warriors were unable to overcome Stephen Curry's hamstring injury in the second round of the playoffs against the Minnesota Timberwolves. After taking Game 1 of the series, they lost 4 straight and were sent home. Entering the offseason, the Warriors will be looking to make some moves. One obvious need is finding a legitimate center so that Green doesn't have to play the position. While he's always willing to play wherever he's needed, playing center took a lot out of Green. That was noted by head coach Steve Kerr following the season. "I don't want to start next season with Draymond as our starting center," Kerr said. "I think it's doable for the last 30 games like we did this year, but you see the toll it takes on him." Read more. Shaquille O'Neal's viral moment with Pacers mascot has NBA fans buzzing now. Green has shared his reaction to the news. He's not sad to hear that he won't be the every-game center. "God bless his heart," Green said. "It was real. Playing the 5, it's too much. And I'm always down to do it, as you know, bro, like any challenge you're talking about, but it's a hard battle every night. Guys who outweigh me by 60 to 80 pounds, 4 inches, 5 inches, 6, 7 inches taller than me. Like I come out in the first half because I still got my legs. Then I come on the second half where you've been battling. I don't think people understand the toll of anchoring the defense requires. Like that means every possession, I have to put myself in a position to stop a fire." Green just completed his 13th season with Golden State. He has played in 881 career games with 726 of them being starts. Read more. Chris Paul reportedly drawing interest from surprising West team during the 2024-25 campaign. The 35-year-old forward averaged 9 points per game to go along with 6.1 rebounds, 5.6 assists, 1.5 steals, and a block. He shot 42.4% from the floor and made 32.5% of his three-point attempts. Even though he's not getting any younger, Green has remained a key part of the team. His defense and leadership have remained impressive. It will be interesting to see what the offseason has in store for the Warriors. With Kerr pushing the envelope, it seems likely that the front office will pursue a center. For more Golden State Warriors and general NBA news, head over to Newsweek Sports. Warriors react to Jimmy Butler's offseason move on Monday. The Golden State Warriors had a disappointing end to their season, being eliminated with an injured lineup in the NBA playoffs. They defeated the Houston Rockets in the first round and ultimately suffered a loss to the Minnesota Timberwolves, losing 4-1 to Anthony Edwards and company in the second round of the postseason. The Warriors played much of the second round without Stephen Curry, who was sidelined with a hamstring injury. While fans have been monitoring the health of Curry, the Warriors turned their heads with a reaction to Jimmy Butler's recent move. During the offseason, Butler attended renowned artist J Balvin's 40th birthday party alongside some big names including France and Real Madrid soccer star Kylian Mbappé and F1 driver Lando Norris. "Legendary link-up," Butler said. Jimmy Butler was traded to the Golden State Warriors ahead of the NBA trade deadline midway through the season. Butler departed from Miami after several seasons of deep playoff runs with the Heat. While he was able to make an immediate impact on both ends of the floor for the Warriors, it wasn't enough to lift them in the postseason without Curry. Last season, Butler averaged 17.5 points, 5.4 rebounds, and 5.4 assists per game. His best game in the postseason came in Game 3 of the second round when the Golden State Warriors lost 102-97. The Warriors guard posted 33 points, 7 rebounds, and 7 assists. It seems Butler is enjoying his offseason with several familiar faces. He has ample time before the NBA gathers for training camp, and Butler has to fully prepare for his first full season with the Warriors. Warriors have perfect and familiar trade partner to re-enter first round of NBA draft. Golden State's own first-round pick is in the hands of the Heat. The Golden State Warriors will be without a first-round pick for a second straight year, having given up the 20th overall pick to the Miami Heat in the blockbuster trade for Jimmy Butler in early February. While unlikely to occur, the Warriors could explore trading back into the first round if there's a prospect on the board they like. With multiple future first-round picks still in their possession, it wouldn't be overly difficult, and a recent trade partner could emerge as the team to help facilitate it. The Nets could help the Warriors re-enter the first round of the draft. The Brooklyn Nets will enter next month's draft with 4 first-round picks. Their own selection fell at number 8 in the lottery, while they've got the 19th pick from the Milwaukee Bucks, the 26th pick from the New York Knicks, and the 27th pick from the Houston Rockets. Even for a rebuilding team like the Nets, taking 4 first-round picks is a lot and may not be the best use of their assets. The Houston Rockets had 4 first-round picks in 2021, and while Jalen Green and Alperen Sengun have worked well, Usman Garuba and Josh Christopher were off the team after just 2 years. There's a chance that the Nets try and package their later picks to move up in the draft, use one or multiple to acquire a player from another team, or move one or more in exchange for future picks to try and spread out the incoming talent over numerous drafts. It's this latter pathway that could prove opportunistic for Golden State if there's someone remaining on the board they really like. Much has been made of their inability to make significant use of the 3 lottery picks they had across 2020 and 2021, having fatefully taken James Wiseman 2nd overall before selecting Jonathan Kuminga and Moses Moody 12 months later. However, Mike Dunleavy Jr. has done an excellent job with later draft picks since taking over as general manager. Brandon Podziemski was an inspired pick at 19 in 2023, while Tracy Jackson Davis, 57th, and Quinton Post, 52nd, have provided enormous value at the end of the second round. Perhaps Dunleavy backs himself in to unearth a hidden gem. Doing so and having a player under team control for 4 years on low money would be extremely valuable to a franchise who forecast to push the first tax apron next season. The Warriors and Nets have recent history as trade partners, with the latter sending Dennis Schroeder to the Bay in December in exchange for DeAnthony Melton, Reese Beekman, and 3 second-round picks. The first round of the draft will take place at Barclays Center on June 25, with Golden State's first selection not currently scheduled till 41st overall on the following day.